the biggest misconception I see with new photographers is that they think they need a studio to create studio ready or studio like photos. And the honest truth is, you don't. So, in this video, I'm going to show you how you can achieve studio like portraits wherever you are. So, let's get into it. We are here in Photoshop, and this is one of the photos that we created on location. And this was shot in my friend's apartment. So I'm going to give you 3 tips to shoot photos like this anywhere you go. And it will allow you to be a lot more versatile in your portfolio, in the way that you shoot, and even the way you think about shooting. So the first tip that I would say is to understand your location. If we go to where this photo is taken, this is the location that we were shooting in, right? I oops. I I know this place because I've been here. We've had parties here, we've had gatherings here. So I know the space. I knew it was all white. I knew what was going to happen if I bounce light around. Like, I knew that. And for this particular photo right here, I knew what I wanted to do in that space. So therefore I planned ahead. I knew that I wanted to get a white background. So I have two 8600s here pointing directly to the background, right? And making that background pure white. I knew that I wanted to get some fill on my friends, so I had my 8200 here on a C stand, and that was just giving them some illumination right here because I knew the space. I knew what I could create in the space, and therefore it was easy for me to come in and set up like a studio and get the photos down. Now, the second thing that goes hand in hand with that is understanding lighting, understanding what your light is going to do. Now, as you can see, I have these two 8600s here. They're bouncing off the wall, creating a white backdrop. That's what I wanted. I didn't want it like super white, so there is some gradation right here. Now, I could have just like masked this out and painted in white or whatever, or stack it accordingly so that it could be like that. But I didn't want to do that. I like how this goes like this because it falls in line with how the shadows and how the light is affecting the top half of their body and how it's affecting the bottom half of their body. So you got to think of all of that because again, that light above is on a C stand. Now, in this photo, it shows that I'm using a grid, but for this photo, I don't believe I did use that. I may be wrong, but I don't believe I used the grid because again, the background is completely white, so I'm not worried about casting a shadow or anything like that because it's blown out. You're not going to see the shadow. So the third thing that you should be thinking about when you go into the location and you're shooting and you're getting things done is how are you going to edit these photos? That's something I think about while I'm shooting. What type of style do I want to have for these photos? So in the instance of this photo right here, I knew that I wanted to convert this to black and white. So I didn't bother flagging off, the lights or making sure that there are no highlights popping up because of spill from the background, so that background light is hitting so hard that it's causing those highlights. I didn't do that because when I go to edit this in black and white, which I will show you on the screen, when I edit it, I want to have those highlights showing. I want to create detail and texture and pattern in that photo so that again, it's not a silhouette, right? Where everything is just black. I wanted some of that to seep through so we have some detail. And because I lit it with a light in the front, now we're not just creating a silhouette. We have a really nice black and white photo with contrast. So to recap, when it comes to shooting studio like photos on location, the biggest thing that you want to look out for is one, the location itself, understanding what you can and cannot do in that location. Two, understanding lighting and how to control that lighting. And three, going in with some sort of understanding or some sort of knowing of how you want to actually edit these photos and how you want them to look. So, if you are going to shoot on location, or if you're a new photographer and you're like, man, I really wish I could do this and I could do that on location, just understanding these three things will put you ahead of the curve, because now you know that, okay, I know what I can do in this location. So you plan accordingly, right? Scout it if you have to. You understand what lighting you need to bring, or how you need to shape the light, and you already know the edit that you're trying to come up with. So that helps you know, okay, the time of day, or even with lighting, you need to know the time of day, because sometimes you want to get some ambience or you want to show the location, and you need to know, okay, this time would be better to shoot this to get the effect that I'm looking for. So don't be worried if you don't have a studio. Just go out, shoot, create, use these three tips, and I promise you, you will start creating the things that you want to create. My name is Jakev. I'm a commercial photographer and cinematographer based right here in Toronto, Canada. And if you like this video and you like more videos like this, please like, subscribe, let me know what it is that you're looking to do, and I will try my best to help you. All right. Until the next time, I'm saying peace. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.